What was that? Well, maybe a new introduction or something for my channel, and been working on a few things about branding or whatever, I guess, for my services and my YouTube channel and like the GZCL method and all that stuff. And you know what? That's cool, but the coolest part about it is that the community of friends and people who follow me on my social media platforms and who use the GZCL method, who have seen gains from the GZCL method, these people are contacting me and wanting to pay back because they feel like they have to for some reason. I don't know, just for the information I put out, and I'm extremely grateful. So that's just an example of something that somebody made for me, and hopefully more cool stuff will be coming out, and like maybe it'll bump up the quality of this channel to be a little bit more on par with other bigger strength YouTube channels. Right now, just a little bit basic. Don't mind the wildlife crossing the camera right there, like you just saw. So there's that piece. I've also got a friend who's actually building an app kind of for himself right now, but man, like crazy stuff, you guys. Like I'm just so pumped that everyone is offering their help. Not everyone, a lot of people, way more people than I ever imagined. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who is helping me or has helped me in some way. And then also I want to give a big thank you to everyone who subscribes to this channel. I mean, it's insane how far this has actually come. So all that mushy stuff aside, been talking about it for about 2 minutes. What you just saw there was a rep out of a 455, and I came into week 7 on the UHF just not good, you guys. This week has not been that great. Kind of feeling under the weather, a bit of a head cold even now, just almost a week later to the minute from this workout, and I've still got a stuffy nose and some head congestion, so it's a bit of a bummer. The weights are moving though, so that's good. However, all that being said, it's really not as good as it should be. My current body weight is hovering around the low 180s, and I've been giving thought to cutting weight again, trying to 165, and try to compete there. In that case, a 500 and whatever pound squat would be sweet. A mid 600 deadlift would be excellent, and a high, hopefully mid to high 3 bench would be great at 165. But at 181, the reality is the guys are much stronger, and those numbers are just simply not competitive. So that's unfortunate, but you know what? I mean, it's just a fact of this sport is that it takes a long time to be one of the greats in the sport, period, regardless of weight class. And if that's the ultimate goal here, for myself, then it's a bit of an eye-awakening moment to realize that moving up to 181, although immediately is going to show a loss of ability, I guess, if we wanted to compare Wilk scores. I don't expect to beat my Wilk score at a higher weight class, just totaling maybe a little bit more. The rankings will go down, all that sort of stuff, but I think I'm fully committed to staying as a 181. Just the health cost and the amount of pain in the ass it is to cut weight for this sport is just, I mean, I love powerlifting. It's flipping amazing, but damn, does that shit suck. The Monday squatting for T1 and Tuesday benching for T1 went decently well. This week I started putting in some heavy rep outs just to get some weight on my back again. The UHF is great for drilling in the movement, but psychologically I just felt myself being honestly intimidated by anything really close to 500 pounds on the squat, and 335 really was feeling sketchy in my brain with the bench, and so that's crazy. Should not be feeling that way this close to the meet. So bummer about those 2 days. Probably had to do with me feeling a little bit sick, and Wednesday came around, was feeling all right, and I was just supposed to do these lighter weights, but to motivate myself, I felt like I just wanted to work up to a max, maybe beat the one I did last week, and so I got 705. You saw that, and it was actually much better than the 700 last week. I mean, like, for having an awful day, I really kind of surprised myself there. This is 595, and like I said with the annotation, about 125 less at the bottom because of band tension. And I feel like these are going pretty good. So that's really only about high 400s on the floor. These 595s, they're coming up a little bit slow. I mean, the fatigue at intensity with my deadlift is just crazy. I guess there's a spectrum in my strength where I feel I can just get an enormous amount of reps. And, even with the deficit deadlift, it's crazy. But, the deadlift is coming along. Of all things, I'm liking that most. Had I made a cut to 165, I do believe that my deadlift would have been much better than the 611 that I've pulled in competition at 166. I would really like to beat that, but now hopefully I'll beat it at 181, and it'll be a reasonable deadlift at 181. So I took Thursday and Friday off because I really just was not feeling it. I mean, honestly, like, going to the gym just did not seem like a good idea to me. Like, it did not seem fun, did not seem enjoyable, didn't seem like I was going to do anything like I felt I could be capable of. Perhaps this sickness is messing with my mind a little bit. So, went up to the mountains for 2 days, chilled for a little bit, hung out with the family, enjoyed my time there. Came back down on Saturday, and then the evening came into the gym, and I knew I had to do some squat work, but just kind of making this week end on a good note and still accomplish kind of like the task of building the quality of my squat. I decided to do some pause squats, and that's what you're seeing here is a new high bar paused 1 rep max, I guess. I mean, that's like a mouthful of words qualifying that movement right there. But it came up pretty good, 465 pounds. And, that was a hell of a way to end the week. Really excited about that. After those pause squats, did some 5x5 with the bench, 225 on the bar, and got out of the gym. Really hoping this illness goes away so I can finish this UHF strong. Thanks for everything.